there is a fourth conference in Wigmore, and I'm talking to Jill Swyers from London. Hi, I would like to ask you why you're here today.
I'm here today because I've been following what they've been doing here in Lithuania for the last 4 or 5 years and attending what's going on with the lifestyle, medicine, plant-based lifestyle really. And I would love to see what's going on, listening to all the different speakers that are coming in. I think what they've done and the way they're moving forward, we hope, is I think they've done wonders. And it's to add to what it's about learning and also supporting.
Yes. So how do you involved in this? When did you start it?
I started my original, must be nearly 25 years ago, but getting into plant-based living foods I started nearly 20 years ago. And though I've been working with plant-based living foods and raw foods from Hippocrates Health Institute, where I trained and I teach there, it's in Florida, then I've been updating and keeping up with what's going on in the plant-based facility. So, and now I'm understanding about plant-based cooked foods.
And even cooked foods?
Cooked foods.
That's wonderful.
Because most of what's going on is about lifestyle medicine, plant-based cooked foods and raw foods and living foods.
So people are saying, oh, raw food is panacea, you can heal any disease. It's difficult for people to understand that.
I agree, and to be quite honest, I feel it's about going one step at a time.
Absolutely.
And you've got to be under guidance to change into any system, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, whatever you're doing. You can't just give up foods. You've got to replace the foods. You've got to replace. You're giving up something that may be protein, so you've got to replace something with protein, which is absorbable by the body. And obviously, through my training at Hippocrates Health Institute in Florida, I think it is a fantastic training for me. But it's not easy for everyone, even if they're told to be 100%. Most of us hate change, including me.
That's correct. And it's difficult because, when I see people who are ill and they are getting better with change of the diet, of the food, of habits, as soon as they get better, they're giving up. They're going back to old habits, and guess what? What is happening? They're getting ill again. So any suggestions for people how to keep maintenance for that kind of path?
Well, depending what path you're on and depending what you've been told to do. For example, at Hippocrates Health Institute on that side, you're doing the green protein vegetable juices. You're doing energy soups, and you're also eating food. You're having sprouts, you're having some salad, but you're having some tasty foods. While you're there, you're doing a cleansing process and a nourishing process at the same time, and then gradually balance out. We don't just live on salads or lettuce leaves, it's not just that. But what I know, even for myself, and I was a qualified chef in the old days, my background, I thought it would be easy, but it's not. This mind takes over. Qualifications, you can be the best nutritionist in the world, but it doesn't mean you've got the right habits.
That's right.
So I realized years ago, even when I'm there teaching, I used to say, right, I want you to concentrate on the juice, concentrate on this, don't worry about the rest, it'll fall into place. No, I don't want them to go off and have McDonald's. That's not what I'm saying.
That's right.
If you're getting something that the body can absorb more easily, for the time being, still eat, but you'll be amazed how it changes, and that's how I teach.
Very important, one thing I noticed you mentioned too, that's how I see and I feel very strongly that people, they would love to clean the body, they would love to detoxify, but they forget that nourishing part, which you mentioned. Would you please tell a couple words about that?
Well, the reason I say that, because you're absolutely right, the body needs detoxifying. The word detox I find very confusing because no one explains it. So basically we're cleansing and nourishing the body. And but the nourishing is, for us to cleanse, we need nourishment to help the energy. You know, to get well, to reverse disease, to help any problems, we need energy. Now, I don't mean we need to run up a mountain and gain energy.
Or drink Red Bull.
Or drink Red, yeah.
Exactly.
Please. I
Yes,
can say
please.
that, but
Yes.
please don't touch it. But it's about, you know, the foods that we have worked with, which are plant-based, and the greens at Hippocrates we're talking about, is they're full of nourishment. They've got their proteins, their carbs, their fats, their calcium, etc., etc. So it's amazing how it's giving you energy. Yes, the first 2 or 3 days you might, you know, we're all different.
Exactly.
It's about getting worse to get better.
That's right. That's right.
You know? So I do think that is very important. You know, when we're talking, you know, I know there's a lot of fruit out there, and there's a lot of carrots and beetroots. And no, I'm not against any of that 100%. For many reasons, we don't do that because there's not a lot of strength nourishment.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why I think the greens are very important. You know, here in Lithuania, I'm very fortunate, having got to know it, that, you know, I am able to buy my green juices and I'm able to do stuff. And we've been very fortunate the way we've been looked after on the trips we come on.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So, and what you would like to finish down the conversation with? Any thoughts or anything?
Well,
for our viewers,
it doesn't matter whether it's. I want to say briefly, not all foods are healthy.
That's right. Even healthy foods, not
Even
all
raw
healthy.
foods.
That's right.
Even vegan, vegetarians, the whole spectrum. They're not all healthy. But what I like to feel, whether it's cooked vegan foods or whatever you're adding, just add something that's going to help you. Start adding something that may improve. Yes, of course I want you to do what I say. Do this every day. But you might not be ready for that.
That's right.
As a person on their own, without guidance. I think guidance is vitally important. But to do the juice, I mean, to do, you know, for me, I know I need my juices. Freshly made is always best. That's my quote. But anyone can share it. But it's about just add something. You know, because the more you put something in that's more nutritious, the less that craving goes. The getting the right protein in you, the craving may well go away. You know,
It does. It goes away.
Definitely does.
Because the body is so smart, so intelligent. It's absolutely, it's God's picture on the earth, right? So it couldn't be our way. And the body knows what to use it, what not to, and what to store it.
Yes.
And detoxification without nourishment is, I think it's dead end.
It is, as you say, a dead end. And as you know, we're not all in the group doing exactly the same thing, but we're all on the same similar path.
That's right.
And even as I say, even if they just, you know, you're fortunate with what you've got here in Lithuania with some wonderful sprouts, and more people are growing the sunflower sprouts. You grow them beautifully here because you've had good teachers. And even if you're just having some of that before your hot soup.
That's right.
You know, I believe before you have your hot soup, have your sprouts, have your salad, have something that will absorb more nutrition, and then have your hot food.
That's wonderful. I thank you for your time. I thank you that you are here and for your support. And hopefully we're going to see you again.
You definitely will be seeing me again.
Thank you. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much.